Hey everybody, welcome to This Crazy Life with me, your host, Austin Baylis, and my other host, my mom, Tara Baylis. Welcome to our first ever episode. Today we talk a little bit about what it's like to work together as a mother-son duo, a bit of unfortunate news about Carl Weathers, some vacations we've been on in the past, as well as Christmas and concert tickets. So we hope you enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And remember, life is crazy. We can't change it, but we can talk about it.
Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Tara Baylis. I am almost 57 years old. This is my son,
Austin Baylis. Oh, okay, we're passing that off. That's what we were doing. I am 29. We work together in the real estate field, but we thought it would be a good idea to just get together, do a podcast, just talk about our lives and things going on.
the mother-son dynamic, the laughing through life, as we like to call it.
Is that what we call it?
That's what I'm calling it right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
Great.
all right.
Yeah. All right,
okay,
that's what
son.
you're going with.
All right, so let's go to our first topic. You and I work together.
Yeah.
Maybe you might want to let the audience know. Episode 1. I'm so excited to be doing this with you. I'm not going to lie.
It's wild that we're actually here. Like, this is actually happening. But, like, I'm really excited for
I
this.
might tear up a little bit.
Okay.
Not going to lie. Okay. We should also say that your older brother, Andrew Baylis, who is also well known as Boogie Baylis, will be joining us periodically, right?
He's going to love that.
I
yeah.
think we're going to have him do like a guest starring kind of role.
Oh, yeah,
kind
talking
of.
about sports or just whatever's going on in his life. Because
Yeah.
he leads a pretty interesting life, too. To be honest.
Yeah, he certainly does. But we do work together. We have a real estate team. You got into the business with me how long ago?
I guess it depends on how you measure it, because I've been a real estate agent for about a year and a half now. But I was doing like admin and desk stuff with you for
4, I feel like.
probably about 4 years.
Yeah.
Like even before that. Yeah.
Yep.
Where at the time I was working in kitchens and things like that. But I honestly came to you with the idea. I was like, hey, do you need any help with like desk stuff?
You did.
Yeah.
You did. You did university for a year. That kind of wasn't your gig,
It was
the course
not,
that
no.
you were taking, right? And then you got into the service industry and then naturally progressed to working full time with me. And now you're a realtor.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah. It happened like honestly, like you were telling me that like I should get into real estate for a while. But
Fair.
yeah, but honestly, like it got to a point where it was right before COVID where I had actually begun to like seriously go like, okay, I have these things I want to do, but like before I can pursue those, I really need a genuine career, a way that I can live for myself and sustain myself and be able to build a life for me. And
Yeah.
I'm working for you in real estate. I've learned a lot from you
Mm-hmm.
from real estate. So
Yep.
I already have a foot in the door in the way that a lot of people just getting into the business really don't. So it would make sense to just take that extra step. And then COVID happened, and I was constantly going between working and being laid off because restaurants kept shutting down. So at that point, I was like, okay, I may as well just sign up
Yep.
for the course and just go for it.
I mean, the dynamic that I have with both you and your brothers is similar, but it's very different. And I know when you approached me and said, maybe I should start working for you. And then, you know, I had already had stage 4 cancer. I already kind of was faced in the reality of, here I am on my own in real estate, and here you are working for me. And if something were to happen to me again, being an assistant doesn't enable you to take over the business and run with the business.
No,
so it kind of became a natural progression.
Yeah.
But I think, Austin, what's really important for all of you to know is your true passion is in, I guess I would call it the arts. Like
That's
acting
a good word for it, yeah.
and
Acting,
performing and you did do a lot of voiceover acting. You had a talent agency that you were working with.
Yeah.
And the whole idea, and I want to share this because I'm super open and super honest, the whole idea behind this podcast isn't really about our real estate business. It's about another avenue for you as well as me to feed this other passion that we have, which is kind of in the arts field and sharing your incredible artistic talent.
Absolutely. Like I was totally a theater kid growing up, which one thing I can tell you about theater kids is that if someone tells you you're a theater kid, generally the response is, oh, that explains a lot.
Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I think I've heard that a few times in my lifetime.
I know for a fact you had, because that's what everyone thinks about theater kids, and it's usually true.
Yeah, I grew up doing a lot of interior acting, nothing professional. But so that's kind of where we're at right now. Now, let's talk about something that's kind of trending right now. We were away last week only to receive this notice via our Google.
Yeah, Carl Weathers passed away just a few days ago at the time of this recording, I believe at the age of 72.
I don't know his age. It was definitely in his 70s. It was a shock. I don't think that anybody really knew he was sick.
No.
Or certainly we didn't. I vastly, very much remember him in the Rocky movies.
Absolutely, yeah.
Your dad and I, when we were married, we went to the one where Dolph, that one, I think it might have been
3 or 4.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it freaked me out so much. Like,
really?
Well, the fighting was like, this is not me. But
okay, fair,
I will tell you, I remember watching Carl and it made an absolute impression on me. But Austin, now maybe the audience might not like me for this, but that's okay. My favorite role, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Adam Sandler.
Happy Gilmore. Yep,
Happy Gilmore. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So when I think of him, I'm always into the Happy Gilmore.
I mean, honestly, like, that's what I associate him with too, because that's the first thing I remember seeing him in. Like, I saw Happy Gilmore
cut off
way
with
before
the alligator.
Oh yeah.
Oh, crazy. Oh well, but you know what? I mean, rest in peace. It's sad to see him gone. I hate to see that.
Absolutely, and he was really talented too. Like, he was the kind of guy where you didn't necessarily see him in everything. Like, he was a big name, but like wasn't like that. I guess the headliner you would see like in like dozens of movies every year, things like that. But whenever you saw him, you knew he was going to be good. Is sort of like the feeling I got from him.
I agree with you completely. Anything I saw him in, he was just straight out the person that you always remembered from the movie.
Yeah.
And it is sad. It's sad to see that a lot of people are actually passing away. This is kind of getting into a bit of a downer. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
But rest in peace. We say that.
Predator. Wasn't he in Predator as well? He was Dylan, right?
I don't know. I'm not going to.
You
don't know.
son of a bitch.
Oh, is that true?
Oh, yeah. And they did like the big handshake where they're like,
okay, there you go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so to all the Carl Weathers family, I'm so sorry I don't know that movie. But Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Fantastic movie, but great guy, and absolutely it sucks that he's gone. And it sucks that he's gone fairly early, comparatively speaking, like 70s.
He must have been sick, I feel like. He must have been.
Maybe, yeah. But
well, let's segue from that note on to something maybe a little bit more funnier. We're going to talk about some of our vacations. So growing up as in a family of 4, living in Durham region, you guys were raised there, in Oshawa. We did do a number of vacations.
Yeah.
There's one that kind of stands out in my head where I'm going to go, this was probably Austin's. Actually, there might be 2 that stand out in my head. You actually might have been mad at me in these ones. But you would have been mad at your dad for one of them. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
I have a suspicion, but let's hear it.
You were sitting in the back seat with your brother. We were on our way
trip
to
to
Virginia
Florida.
Beach. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, which was a 2-day drive. We drove there, and it was a very long drive with very few bathroom breaks.
Okay, well, first of all, the bathroom breaks, I'm going to totally blame on your dad. And I'm not like, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely a driver and doesn't like to stop. But first of all, it was not that long. You guys had, at that time, you could like buy these portable things where you could watch
Portable
movies
DVD players
on.
or
It was
something,
like
yeah,
before
Dad
the
had.
iPads came in.
Yeah.
You know, yous were set up in the back seat. Like, don't mislead our incredible audience, okay? You guys had everything you needed. You had snacks, you had movies, you had everything except a bathroom.
Except the bathroom, which I would rank as pretty important.
Okay, so I remember, this is how I remember this going down. I remember when you were little, you were probably about 8 or 9, I feel like.
I think 9. Yeah.
And Austin would sit in the back seat and then your legs would start going like this.
Yes.
Right? And then I would turn around and I'd be like, you okay? You'd be like, Mom, I got to go to the bathroom. And then I would say, Dave, you got to pull over at the next stop. Nope, not stopping. Austin, you can hold it, right? Mm-hmm. I understand what he was doing. I feel like we were really close to getting to our destination, which was the hotel at Virginia Beach.
The hotel,
I knew we were close. And then your legs started going more and more and more. And then about 20 minutes later, your brother is like, Dad, you got to pull over, right? And then what happened?
I peed myself. Right in my dad's truck.
So much. It was a river. It's
almost like I should have gone to the bathroom before.
It's almost like you should have went
Like,
before.
what you're saying is pretty much exactly what happened. The one thing I distinctly remember is we were passing by a gas station or a McDonald's or something on the highway. And Dad looked back. He's like, anyone got to go to the bathroom? And it's like, no. Yeah? Right past it.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, I said yeah. You know, maybe you said it too late.
It didn't feel too late.
Anyhow, it's a good thing that we had
I was too late for something else after that.
Yeah. And I do remember that you didn't let your dad live that down for the rest of the vacation.
Oh, no.
But I also remember when we went to Darien Lake.
Yeah.
So, you know, the audience must realize that you definitely step out of your box at times. But when it comes to rides, we were very much a family, like, get on the ride, let's do it.
Yes.
Austin was always like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So we were going on the Superman ride. Am I
right?
At
Universal, yeah.
No, at Darien Lake.
Darien Lake was Buffalo.
Yeah. And it was the Superman ride. What ride was it?
It was the Superman ride.
Yeah.
I just think it was at Universal.
That we went on it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Maybe it wasn't Darien Lake.
It was one or the other, either way. But
it was when John and Anita were with us, which was Darien Lake.
Okay, so that might have been then. But
sorry, everybody. I just have to prove that I'm right.
Yeah.
Any hoots. So we were like, we're going to go on this as a family.
Yeah.
Right?
And I did not want it.
You were like, nope.
That ride was famous for having, like, at the time at least, like, the steepest or one of the steepest drops of any roller coaster.
I actually think somebody died not that long ago on that ride.
Shocking.
Yeah. Anywho, so we were all in line together and we were like, you're doing it. And I remember I had your hand. And you were like, go, go. And I'm like, no, you're getting on this ride. And then your dad said to you, don't worry, Austin. Oh my God, we're the world's worst parents, I feel like.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
I think that we're the world's worst parents. Your dad was like, when we get up to the top and we get on the coaster, I'm just going to walk you through it. We're just going to walk over. And you had my hand and you were like, is Dad lying to me? And I'm like, no. And meanwhile, your dad was looking at me going, I'm totally putting him on the coaster. And I'm like, yeah, you are. Right? Mm-hmm. So we get on, you start to walk over, your dad pulls you back.
That's what I remember more than anything. I tried to pull the stroll through, like just.
Oh, you did. And he was like, no. And you were like, Mom. And I'm like, don't look back, don't look back, don't look back. You were, okay, first of all, that coaster was freaking scary.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I nearly lost it.
Was it scary?
Nearly lost it, not gonna lie. It was freaking scary. Yeah, you were so mad at us.
Yeah, because I went through all of that, and in the end, I hated it.
Okay, first of all, it's about the attitude. You went in with a bad attitude, you're not going to like it, right? I teach mindset courses, don't I? Mm-hmm. Right? You go in bad, you're coming out bad, right?
Right.
Had you have said, Mom and Dad, I love you so much. Yes, I'm willing to try this ride. You all are with me. We're all together. I feel like you would have probably enjoyed it. However,
just like you enjoyed it?
It was the scariest coaster I've ever been on. Oh, frig that drop. Frig that drop.
Yeah. It was
good memories, Austin. Good memories, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No?
They're memories. They're memories for sure.
You don't look back on that for one iota and you don't say to yourself, you know what? It actually wasn't that bad.
No.
No.
I look at that as a funny story and a funny memory. I don't think of it as a great memory. I think it makes for a great story, though.
So I feel like this is super great for our audience because they're seeing that we are very similar, but we are very different.
Oh, yeah.
For instance, growing up, I always refused to eat mushrooms. My mom would always say, eat the mushrooms. And I'd be like, no, not eating it. No. Now I eat mushrooms. And you know what I think? Because I'm a mature person, Austin. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what? My mother was right. I should have been eating mushrooms my whole life. You live through the coaster. You actually can look back on it and kind of giggle.
Oh, yeah. I can laugh at it.
And you know what? I mean, you peed your pants in the car.
Yeah.
You told your dad that you had to go to the bathroom. Your dad didn't stop. You know, it is what it is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay. Anything else you remember from holidays?
Well, I remember visiting when we went to Universal.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
It was so much fun. There's one story I could tell about Andrew, but maybe another day because this is a particularly grosser story.
Oh my gosh. The condo?
You probably know
the
what I'm
world's biggest poop. That one?
I guess we're talking about it, but yeah.
No. Okay, that's definitely something for next time.
Yeah.
So it is February.
Yeah.
We are talking a little bit. I was wondering about Christmas. We actually had a nice Christmas.
We did.
Andrew and Nicole came a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Andrew, of course, her brother, and his wife, Nicole.
Yeah.
So we had a great Christmas
nice and
with
quiet.
them the weekend before. Yeah, lots of presents. I love that sweater that you're wearing. Super. So I
really nice.
feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, that sweater is probably one of the best Christmas presents you got this year. Yes, full disclosure, I bought it.
Yeah, you did. And honestly, like, of the clothes I got, I would say this is probably my favorite that you got me.
Of the clothes?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the best present. I feel like, honestly, Austin. I mean, you got a lot of stuff, let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff, a lot of travel stuff, a lot of stuff for work, and a lot of clothes and things like that. And it was all good. And this is probably like my favorite among those things. My dad did get me Blink-182 tickets.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Are you saying those tickets are the best Christmas present?
I mean, they're up there.
I see how this is going. What? Honestly, the Blink. Okay, first of all, let's acknowledge we love Blink-182 for sure. Yeah. Okay, 100% for sure.
New album was awesome. You've listened to it, right?
Huh? Sorry, that's so rude. I know I do that all the time. I really got to stop doing that. I'm so sorry.
That answered the question anyway, so it's good.
I listened to it? Is that what you said?
You listened to their new album, right?
Oh, is there a new album?
See, it answered the question.
No. I enjoy, but their new album I haven't listened to. But let's get down to the real thing right now, because we're talking about Christmas and we're talking about presents. Your dad's gift was the best gift. This is what you're saying to me right now. Your mother, who Who gave birth to you?
I'm not taking anything away from the sweater. It's an amazing sweater.
Well, first of all, the sweater was one of 25 gifts you got from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We had agreed on fewer beforehand.
Yeah, we did.
Kind of like last year and the year before.
No. Last year we didn't do any because your brother was getting married. Right? We were good last year. Yeah. Anywho, you are avoiding the topic. The topic is, and this really does put you in a terrible position, and I, apologize, but
Welcome
the
to the
Blink
podcast,
182
everybody.
tickets are the best Christmas present that you got.
I mean,
that's what we're saying.
I don't think that's controversial to say,
No,
really.
it's not. I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Do you really? That is the face of someone who understands. Zoom in on that.
You know my face?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
I know your face too. I do know. When you came back and you told me, because you had lunch with your dad a couple weeks ago when he gave you the present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that would have been a really great one. And you're going also with Andrew Nicole too?
Yes.
And your dad and his girlfriend. So it'll be fun. I still don't think it's the best Christmas present, but that's fine that you received.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of music, like what kind of, like we were talking about this a little earlier, like bands that I was listening to, like what were some of the music that you grew up with?
I feel like you probably know because I used to listen to them all the time in the car. So for sure, I was born in 1967, so I grew up. My parents still listened to a lot of 50s music, which I still absolutely love. And then, of course, 60s and 70s music. But in high school, which is where, I graduated in 1984. I think it was 84. It was Billy Idol. Oh, Austin. Billy Idol for my survival. That's what we used to say back then. Def Leppard was huge. Madonna was just getting in, and she was just incredible. But, growing up, I used to always play the music. We always sang together in the car.
Yeah.
Like, Andrew would always start singing. You were more of the hummer. You were the one that kind of just nodded your head in the back seat. And
I couldn't process any of the words of any song, but I knew the rhythms.
Andrew and I would belt it out. Yeah. But singing was a big part of us.
Yeah,
music was a big part of raising you guys.
All right. And how would you say like your general taste in music compares from then to now?
Oh, I do love me my Luke Bryan. Yeah, who I never would have thought I would have entered the country world, but rest in peace, Toby Keith. He just died of cancer yesterday.
That did just happen.
Yeah. See, cancer got another one. Now we're going off topic again. Very, very blessed to still be here. But I'm enjoying country, and I'm still kind of a little bit of everything. When your brother got married, full disclosure again, I mean, it was a Killers and Blink 182 DJ session.
It was the standard, yeah.
Which brought me right back to raising you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was the music that you guys really, really wanted to listen to.
His wedding song was First Date by Blink 182, an acoustic version of First Date by Blink 182.
It was so good. And all of us on the dance floor, just especially when they put the Killers on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, when you ask me about music, it's very interesting to me growing up in a musical family because my mom was a singer professionally. My dad was very good at acting on the spot, even though he was a laborer and a manager. But we did skits and we did plays all the time for an audience at my dad's hotel. So I was always introduced to a lot of music, and I'm still very much, music is everything to me. And you and your brother, we got you into the music industry.
Yeah, you did.
You were always taking music lessons.
Took guitar lessons and drum lessons, yeah.
Your brother was very into drums.
Yep.
So it was very much part of our family culture, I would say.
Yeah, I played electric bass in high school. We were definitely all over music growing up.
Do you know what song I listened to? Oh my gosh, I started crying.
What song?
Oh shit. Okay, wait. I feel like I have dementia. I'm not going to lie to you. I keep saying that, but I feel like it might be true. Sum 41, when your brother and you performed it live into Deep.
Yep.
Yeah, so your brother did the guitars on that. You were electric guitar, not bass on that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And you were also the vocals, and you performed that for all of us at your music school.
I would have been like, what, 10?
I feel
Between
like
8 to 10?
you were 7 or 8, grade 7 or 8.
Because I took up guitar pretty young.
But I was listening to it the other day. And you know what I thought we should do? For my 60th birthday, I thought, I want to see you and your brother perform that song again. Because you guys, you had a standing ovation that day. You were incredible. And we do love our Sum 41.
Yeah, we do. They're retiring. Did you know that?
They are going one more round.
One more album, one more tour, and then they're done.
I think we should go. Maybe that'll be your best Christmas present.
Maybe. Maybe. I think their final show is next year.
I don't know if tickets are on sale yet, but I think we should do that as a family.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go for it.
Thank you, everybody, for being part of our first episode of This Crazy Life. Don't forget to leave us comments in the comments section and tell us what you want to hear us talk about in our following episodes. You know what? We are so grateful that you are with us. Sharing our life with you is everything. Join us through laughing through life with a mom and her son. We'll see you next time.